10-4 is the game. The matches are the best of 3 sets, with each set raced to 4. In the event of a 3-3 tie in the deciding set, we go to a shootout. Ladies, you may lag for the break.
And we are off and running here in the Billiards Carrinho Women's Open. Down to the quarterfinals, 8 of the top ranked women in the tournament facing off to crown one champion on Tuesday for a $27,000 payoff. This is George Teachea, joined by Eric Horlifson to bring you the live action here in St. Johann, Austria. Welcome, Eric. What a great match we have here.
Yeah, pleasure to be with you. This is one of Pia's furthest finishes on the Pro Billiards series to date. SEOA coming in as the current world 9-ball champion. Pia's been dominating on the European circuit. We'll see if she's able to get an international win against a world champion here.
Well, SEOA is a world champion, a 2-time world 9-ball champion, a 1-time world 10-ball champion, a mixed doubles champion, where Pia, of course, is a 4-time Euro champion, 7-time Euro pool champion. The Euro Tours and the pool championships differ just a little. And a 2023 world team champion and a 2-time mixed doubles champion. And the mixed doubles champion will be breaking first in this 2 of 3 sets to 4. Here we go, Eric. Expect a great one. This will be competitive. Both ladies are undefeated in this tournament.
Four balls sliding in for filler. Nothing on the 1, but first chance it's safe here. Try to bank the 1 up the middle, but I feel like the cue ball is going to go a little too far to the right of the 9. Not much else. Going to go off the left side, maybe try to get the 6-7 involved. A little riskier with the 1 on that play. Looks like she is going to go up the middle now.
Just spanking it to the bottom of the rail.
Yeah, it was just too tough to hold the cue ball right in line with the 9. She's done all right.
SEOA defeated Romina Link from Germany, Wang Wanling from Taiwan, and Christina Tkach to get to this quarterfinal. Pia in the background there defeated Christina Grimm in a shootout, and then Muyan Zhang from China also in a shootout, and then defeated Nakyung Song from Chinese Taipei in straight sets. So neither lady has tasted defeat in this tournament. They're both on the winner's side and fighting for that title.
Yeah, a real rivalry developing between Tkach and SEOA. They've played in the world final twice now. And SEOA getting the better of her this time.
And then again here, actually, Tkach and SEOA went 2-1, just shy of a shootout.
Yeah, Christina was playing well all week.
Oh, what a match we called with her and Han Yu, who is also in the other quarterfinal, versus Zhang Muyan. In fact, of the 8 women, only 2 tasted defeat, and that was Xia Lu and Zhang Muyang, and Xia was defeated by Zhang.
Yeah, Muyan's having a good week. Interesting, aggressive player. See how far she's able to make it. This is her furthest finish in an open event, in a singles event. She is a former mixed doubles champion. It is safe play
I'm
here
actually
from
looking.
both.
Yeah, this is going to be a little tactical for both of these players in this rack. I'm actually looking to see an all-Asian final with, I can see Han Yu and this young lady over here that we're watching now, SEOA, in the final. They've both been playing so well, but so is Pia, so you cannot write her off, not in the slightest way.
Yeah, I was actually taking a look down the final 16. 13 of the 16 were from Asian countries. Interesting.
Not only that, Eric, out of the top 16, all 16 were in the highest ranked Fargo ratings for this tournament. And there was 2 ladies that weren't, and they were ranked 17 and 18. So the top 18
Wow.
players, out of the top 18 players, 16 of them were in the final 16. What a kick in from SEOA.
Yeah, showing her 3 cushion knowledge there. It's definitely one of the strengths in her game. Looking to get back on track here after playing safe for a few shots. Look at the speed, George. It's perfect. Good set of 2 shots there from SEOA to get FILLER in a bad spot here. She does have the right long rail, so going to be on a high percentage hit here. It's come up all right.
Good little bump there. These ladies aren't leaving each other anything here. It's back and forth.
Pia struggled a little bit in her mixed doubles match against Sean Easton. They ended up winning that match. Bit of a controversial happenstance in the second set. That was ruled the right way in the end. Kind of threw that match for a loop. Pia did make some mistakes there. And here's a kicking error.
And here we go, wide open with ball in hand.
A little straight. Going to be forced to follow 2 rails if she wants to get anywhere near straight on the 6. Going to draw it though. Underdrawn though. And going to need some left spin if she wants to hold before the side pockets for the 7.
She's left herself a little tester here from the angle we're looking at. Let's see if the angle changes. Yeah, it doesn't look any easier from here either. Oh.
Just got it down. can see SEOA just decked out with sponsors all over her shirt.
And rightfully so. She's been quite a contender, and the 3 world titles that she has.
Just
I can
as I
see a
said
lot
that,
of
one of the
companies.
patches fell off.
Amazing how that happens.
There's too many on there. But yeah, Billiards is real big in Korea, and I'm sure she's a semi-celebrity over there.
Well, she's a celebrity in my book. I've seen her play. I saw her play runner-up to Cho Che-yu in Austria, I believe it was, in the very first World 10-ball championship. And so she's been at the end of all of these tournaments. Rarely does she not make the quarterfinals or final 16. She takes game number 1. We've also had mixed doubles, Pia playing with Joshua and SEOA playing with Robbie Capito.
Are Capito and SEOA still in it?
No, they're not. It goes to the quarterfinals. We only have 4 teams left, and it's Hanyu, Wu Kunlin, Kawahara and Oi, FILLER, and Hiraguchi and Shevchuk.
Ball down and a shot on the 2 here. Going to create some space in the first set. Oh, caught the 7 on the way in, but still got it down. Get a replay on that one. She actually nicked the 7 going by. Rest of the table looking pretty good. 7, 8, 9, 10 on the same end of the table.
The concerned Pia FILLER in her chair as she watches her opponent working her way through this rack. Oh, this might be trouble.
Yeah, might have to swerve this one. How reliant players are on the jump cue, George. I could be wrong. That might be a bit more of a swerve than I think, but just a small swerve here. Gonna jump.
Well, I don't know that I even call this a jump shot. I'd call it a little hop.
Yeah, it's only
a little
over
tiny.
such a small piece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
on the 6.
I like the way she played that instead of the swerve. The swerve could have caught the ball fuller and not gone down for the 6.
No, it's true. Yeah, you can target the part of the object ball you want to hit a little better with a jump. Distance now for SEOA. Makes it look easy. She's not flashy, George, but she's just so solid in every part of the game.
Truer words were never spoken. And just so smooth. As she takes down game number 2 in a race to 4.
I've mentioned this on a couple occasions too. In the past year, I noticed that maybe 8 months to a year ago, she's lengthened her backstroke a little bit too, so that contributes to her smoothness. And I think she's just getting a little stronger in the finesse department on certain shots.
Question is, will Pia get a chance to pocket more than one ball in this opening set? So near perfect so far at her 950 performance.
Ball had a chance, but it got clipped on the way to the pocket. Much tougher table this time. Safe battles are going to have to be won on the 1 ball and 2 ball. Pia's just going to try to bank the 1 away from the area it's in now. Line the cue ball up at the 6. We want to make the 9. And so it's going to put her back in here. 1's frozen. Maybe as well. They're not checking. It will matter on this shot. Taking a look now, and he says no. So that'll help Pia just slightly, but still a tough spot here. No good, and 3 foul on offer now. Likely wedged up, ideally wedged up against the 8-10 here. It's a good play too. Couple tough kicks here for Pia George. Well, it's not frozen, so she can roll onto it. Good hit, but but she's unluckily in the pocket. So is definitely going to have a look at the 3 foul here, considering where the 2-3 is. She can use that 2-3 to get solid coverage.
Yeah, she can get right behind and lock her in against the rail with the cue ball here between the rail and the 3, or get up against both of them. This is going to be a tough way for Pia to go here. Still
the first 2 have been real tough.
There,
yeah,
that is.
Nice.
There it is. That's
Only chance Filler has is for the right long rail to be available, and it's not. And what a trap 3 foul SEOA's played here. On all 3, Filler was just in tough. She actually hit the second one, but unluckily went in the side pocket. Only positive here for P is the one is close to the rail, so there's a couple ways to hit it coming around the angles. So tough. And that's 3 fouls in game number 3 going to SEOA.
So we've had a break and run by SEOA. We've had a 3 foul. And it's a 3-0 score.
Yeah, dominant performance so far. Filler getting a little unlucky twice in that rack, trying to play safe and fluking the 9 in. Hitting a kick and going in a pocket. Really not much you can do at this point. Locked out for the last 2 games.
Well, here's an opportunity for another tactical shot by Pia here. She should be able to get a good safety here.
Yeah, good wall of 3 balls to hide behind. Wedging it up close to the 5 will be the strongest play. Oh, she's caught the window, George.
No.
Wow.
She bumped the 5 and left it in the open. She's going to play a 2-way shot here on this position on the 2. She'll bank the 1 and play position for the side. And if she doesn't get that, she has the safety.
Looks hittable off the short rail. Or the long rail.
She can't get out of this kiss if she tries to bank it. I don't think she can. Oh, she was kicking. Okay.
Yeah, that's about all she had there. Nicely played. So we'll try to get the 1 over there by that stack of balls on the right long rail. Only half pocket available on the one here for filler, so she'll be looking safe. Maybe pocket the one and safe on the two, but risky to miss the whole ball or catch the six on the way through. Kicked at it even though she could see it. Smart play. Again, a little unlucky with the result.
Pia has to learn how to close windows. She's left another.
Yeah, it's been a combination of a couple slightly unlucky shots for filler and real strong play from SEOA. And we'll see if she can continue the lockout here. Missed everything. Could be okay to play the cue ball behind the seven. Shot, safer on the speed on that one.
Both ladies playing this tactical game so well, even though she's been safed very, very well. Pia has done what she can and try to hold in, but it did cost her a 3 foul, and this one's a tough one. I think she can spin over, can't she, Eric?
Yeah, the only tricky thing here is that if she's going to try to hit it slow, which she would want to, the spin could run out. Smartly played it with enough speed, though, for the spin to hold. Good shot. She'd like to go behind the four here. If anything, it'll finish in front of the four. She knew that, so took it all the way over to the long rail and lined it up. Tough player to beat, George. I mean, strong in the safe department, strong in every area. Finally drawing the foul here. And SEOA's going to be on one of the highest overall performances we've ever seen in a set, I believe. Check the live stats here. It'll go up a little bit if she runs these last 8 out.
For some reason, it went down. I'm looking at it now. She's at 870 right here.
Okay. Didn't make a ball on the break. Just for everyone at home, the overall performance is very scrutinized, if you could put it that way. Any small mistake in any part of the game, even not making a ball on the break, will knock that total down. So anything over 900 is just real great play, and I believe she's going to land over 900 here.
Sure.
Forced to take the 7 in the long pocket, but that'll be okay. Doesn't have to move the cue ball much to get on the 8. Oh, finally an error. Decided to move the cue ball a little more and lost track of it a bit. Still going to be a big favorite to get a decent save. That first run-out error we've seen from SEOA. Look at this, only leaving an edge.
But it is the right edge. She'll try to slice it off on the right side as we look at the table and come around the 8. I'm thinking. That's an awful thin hit from almost 9 feet away.
Trying to get behind the 8th, and it's not there.
Watch how smooth she hits this.
Just kept the speed down on that one. Solid performance from SEOA in the first set here, and she's going to blank FILLER.
And 4-0 in the first set. And as predicted, Eric, she came in at a 906 for the first set. The last 2 balls taking her past the 900 mark. This is the second time I've ranked the players by their Fargo and have seen the final 16 pretty much predicted by the numbers, with the exception of 2 here. The players that were ranked in the top 16 that didn't make it were Cho Che-Yu, Kelly Fisher, Chao Fang Fu, Christina Tkach, and Amber Chen. And the 2 that did make it, but weren't ranked in the top 16 to begin with, were Shui Xingshang and Xin Yu Hong. So Fargo proving to be a rather good predictor. Here's the stats for this first match. You can see the safety performance, safety efficiency by SEOA at 100%. You can see 8 safeties were drawn. She got 3 fouls out of those 8 safeties.
Yeah, all in the same game. It was a game winner.
I think so.
Safe performance. Just going to step away for a quick second. Leave you with the stats. We'll be right back for set number 2.
And the players getting back to their chairs in the arena. You're watching Wei Su Ching on table number 2 and Shasha Lu, or Lu Shasha. And so to break, to open the second set. Ten ball blocking the path of the 1. So will she go for the combo or play a safety? There's no value in the combo, so she played the safety. The 10 ball only counts as a win if it's pocketed last. No early 10s. Long one rail kick. Coming back to the 1. The speed there, straightening out the cue ball and coming back pretty flat. So she missed the 1, and Pia has ball in hand and a great start for the second set.
Yeah, this is what she needed here in the second set. The 4 is tied up with the 5, and she's actually considering an outside-the-box play comboing in the 5. Ill-advised, though. It's going to be tough to get into the 4 off the 3. But she could get on an angle where she leaves the cue ball behind the 5 on a safe play. Well, it's an awkward spot to be in, George. You know, you come into the quarterfinals, you're all pumped up and getting ready to play your best game, and then your opponent just comes and kind of plays a perfect set on you.
Well, there is that possibility, and at this level, there was quite a few players in this top 16 that could have possibly done what SEOA just did. I think we've seen Johann do the same thing. We've seen Wei Su Chin also do the same. Jasmine, of course, is very, very capable of exactly the same thing. So most of the ladies that are in the final 8 here may be able to do it, but it doesn't mean it has to happen. But Pia good enough to come through it in the second set and catch things up, right the ship, and win this set. She's been in this position before.
Strong bank there. No, you're making a good point. The overall level of the women's game is just getting right up there, comparable to the men, really.
Is. It really is. And Pia is a fighter. She's a proven fighter. In fact, as I mentioned, all these players being able to play perfect, Jasmine has her hands full as her opponent, Chihiro Kawahara, blanked her in the first set, 4-0.
Yeah, must have been some strong play from Kawahara there. Filler getting through this rack nicely, including a bank on the 4.
And Jasmine shows us some of that fight with the 10-ball clearance off of a dry break by SEOA. And takes the first game of the second set.
Filler's always been a little bit lacking on the power on the break. She did have one break in this match so far. Looks like she's improved a few miles an hour. But here on the Pro Billiards Series, power is something that's really needed. Let's see, she did make a ball on the one break she had in the first set. Switching sides this time. Nothing down, so a chance for SEOA to get back in it.
Yeah, not much on offer on the one ball.
Created something though. Shot.
This must be starting to frustrate Pia. She's never come to the table with an open shot, except for that ball in hand there at the beginning. Pia at 1,000 in this set.
Yeah. Overall safety efficiency for SEOA is 100%. No mistakes in the safe department. And drawn 9 saves. So P has been kicking 9 times over the course of 5 games.
That'll frustrate you.
Yeah. Aggressive carom on offer. Pretty aggressive. We'd have to lose control of the 1. And free up the cue ball from behind the 6. Just taking a look.
This is a tough place to be. If you go for the carom on the 7, you could scratch. If you go for the combo on the 7, you might get hooked.
Yeah, I think if she can find a way to run into the 7 but not play it in the pocket, that's going to be the best percentage shot. But it's so close to the pocket that if you hit it at all on the way in, it'll probably go. Just backed away from that area totally and played a good safe here.
Yeah, option number 3, and looks to be an efficient safety. But there is the jump cue.
Good shot. Just trying to create distance there.
Look for Pia to be pretty close at making this ball, I think. I think she kicks these really well.
Yeah, good enough to create some distance, and it's paid off here.
Sure. Will she go to the left side of it or the long? Oh, she's going to call something in the side.
Yeah, she's trying to get the 1 running away as much from the 5 as possible. It's definitely going to hit it, but the thinner it hits it, the more chance she'll have to create distance. That's a good shot. That's about all she had. She's left the top right for Pia. I think the 2 ball's in a bad spot now. Combo's reasonable, but even with Pia playing the 1 into the top right here, she's got to worry about going behind the 4-5. Bottom right, pardon me. Yeah, that was the only way to not get behind the 4-5, and first missed ball from Pia. Similar spot for SEOA now with these carom opportunities possibly on the 7. This one's tough. The 1's below the 7. So it looks like she's going to try to find another safe.
Okay, another opportunity for Mrs. Filler. To come with another 10-ball clearance. She's got a long shot to start with, and the 2-ball's tough.
Yeah, she's going to have to play a bunch of right spin here if she wants to hold up the middle. Would have liked her to be a little more aggressive at trying to get underneath the 2 there. Still has safe options from this spot. Draw towards the 4-5. Shot, George.
Reversing the tables on SEOA a little bit here. There's Joshua supporting the wife and cheering for her.
He likes that shot. He knows it wasn't easy, especially to get as pinpoint as she did. And they're still in the mixed doubles, correct, George?
Yes. Yeah, they're waiting. They're in the quarterfinals. And they will be facing Wang and David Alcaide from Spain. Wang from Taipei, I believe. Yep, from Taiwan.
Gonna have to find a path to the right of the 5. She's got it.
Well, so far this second set has been a complete reversal of the first. Pia coming out with the safeties and the control.
Absolutely.
And on her way to a 2-game lead. So,
yeah, showing good heart.
Oh, sure. She's a fighter, and it also shows the beauty of this format. Perfect position. And game number 2. We'll go to Pia Filler in this second race to 4.
He was 4th 2 weekends ago at the last WPBA stop at Soaring Eagle Casino in Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Yeah, Weiwei took that undefeated, didn't she?
That's right. Against Margaret Fefilova in the final. Fefilova not over in Austria this week. Spending more time in the U.S., Fefilova. But she'll be a part of all the Women's Pro Billiard Series that are played in North America.
Yeah, we have 2 more coming up in San Antonio and in Jacksonville. There's 5 more events coming up for the Pro Billiard Series from here to the end of the year. And looks like an open shot on the 2-ball.
Yeah, slow speed cut break working out that time. Risky one. Not much chance of fluking a ball in besides the 1, but she did get the 1 down.
Oh, wait a minute. She may not have the 2-ball.
Yeah, I think
Not
she's
from that
edged here.
Angle. From here it looks like she has it. From the other angle, it looks blocked.
He is looking to push to a dangerous spot. Second idea is a little better unless she goes all the way down. Yeah, just going to leave the edge that she wanted to have. Tough to slow this ball down if SEOA tries it in the bottom right.
Yeah, it's also tough to avoid the corner pocket. The tangent line coming off the 2 goes right to the corner. Overcut it and played the safe.
Yeah, left it a little near the pocket. See how FILLER feels about her jumping abilities here. Very close to the 5. But if she feels like she can get over it, that'll be the best way to pocket it. This is the second option, something off the top short rail. I mean, you got to be a strong jumper to jump over a ball that's that close, George. I mean, we take it for granted seeing Federer Gorst just pop balls over that are that close, but it's not easy at all.
Oh, I totally agree. I kind of like the 2 rail, long rail, short rail to kick at this 2 ball. Yeah, because I think the 8 ball had the natural line blocked, so she had to spin to come over, and a little bit too much English.
Yes. Cue ball bends when you kick it off the rail like
right
that.
there.
Just kind of floated a little long, too much spin. Tight position here for SEOA. Hasn't had anything offensive in 2 games. She's okay to make the 3. Another challenge on the 4. To the point where she might consider the combo. Wanted to be straighter here, but the 4 will be playing to the left off the 5, and she can follow the cue ball through. And ideally play the 4 in the bottom left. Good shot. Good sequence here from SEOA. Gonna be stuck on the rail on the 6. Anywhere near straight, she can fall through for the 7 in the left middle. Too much angle here, and the 8 ball is going to be a bit of a problem coming across. Might be forced to run into it. Got around it. Nice shot.
The ladies are on the time clock, but managing it very well. They both seem very comfortable at the table, not rushing. Both well experienced in managing that time clock.
Yeah, it's a skill we take for granted. But you're right. Rarely seeing them get down below 10 seconds.
And SEOA will not be blanked. She takes game number 3. Now trails 1-2. Couple of hard-fought matches still going. First set was won by Wei Su Chen over Lu Shasha, 4-3. She won the first set. And Han Yu went down 4-3 to Muyan Hang. So we had 2 hard-fought sets and 2 4-0 sets in the 4 matches being played in the quarterfinals. Little testament to the level of play here in Austria.
So we're dropping a little bit on the overall performance in set 2, but that's partly to do with the fact that she hasn't pocketed that many balls. Pia's played well to get this lead. So trying to fight back now. 2 balls down. Nothing on the 1, and pretty much an unmakeable jump, even though it's near the pocket. This is tough, George. Push to another jump, maybe? Well, she came up with a plan quickly here.
She pushed to a kick. Yeah, she'll probably swerve this. Yeah. This is a good ball to swerve.
Yeah, it depends how much she has to swerve it.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot, so maybe short rail kick.
Yeah, the one thing about it, though, is the 5's a long way away.
Right.
Ooh, she went for the kick.
And FILLER with some strong play. Yeah, go ahead, George.
I was just say opportunity for Pia to really put some pressure and clear this table for a 3-1 lead. Three balls tough. Little combo on the 3-8 more than likely.
Want her to be straighter here. I wonder if the 3 will actually play through the 8 at all. I think it'll kind of stick near where the 8 is a little more, so she'll have to come around 2 rails and avoid the 9-10.
You know, these combos look very easy, but they're just so easy to miss and so easy to make.
Yeah, I was worried about the 3 not playing quite through enough.
You called it, Eric. I don't think it did. I think she's gonna have to bank it. Yes.
Yep. She's got it though, George, and she's on the 4.
She just won't be denied.
little straight here, but does have angle going to the right. Stun over for the 6 in the right middle now. Good, strong comeback from Pia here. Good for her. Let's not forget, she hasn't made it to the semifinals of any Pro Billiard Series women's event in the past. So whenever you haven't achieved a level, it's always a bit of doubt or just kind of negative thoughts in your mind about actually getting there for the first time. She's come out with some good play here. But that being said, she does have win finishes in the team tournaments and the doubles. So no stranger to being near the final of events, just not quite in the singles department.
And she's proven to come through in high-pressure situations, too.
Definitely. Winning those, even though it's not all singles play, she has to contribute her part at a high level. Good on the 10. She's headed to the hill now.
And a complete reversal of the first set. Pia leading 3-1 now. In the second. One game from forcing the third and deciding set. Keep in mind that in that third set, if they are tied at 3, it will go to a shootout, in which Pia has had 2 already in this tournament. She had a shootout with Kristina Grimm from Slovakia, which she won 4-3. And then she had a shootout with Muyan Zhang from Taiwan, which she won 2-1. So she's missed a couple shots in the shootout in the second one, but she's the more experienced one in that category of the event this week. So has had her own in the past.
Yeah, I was just going to say she had one in the final of the World Championships against Christina Tkach. That was a classic.
Sure was. So both proven competitors in that category. Speaking of shootouts, I've went back a little bit and took a look at some of the shootouts that we've had. And the one that comes to mind, the highest I've seen so far in the Pro Billiard Series, is still the very first event in Arizona where Oi and Atencio went 14-3. But since then, we've had 3. Last September was SVB and Alex Kazakis in the semifinal of the World 10 Ball, where Alex edged out SVB 13-12. And then we just had Ralph Souquet over Mika van Berkel, I believe it was, 13-12. And then we had another one at 13-12. Yeah, we had Shevchuk. It was Shevchuk and Van Berkel at 13-12, and Souquet over FSR at 13-12. So they're nothing to sneeze at, because these guys will hold you to a long shootout.
Yeah, it just shows that players are practicing it a little more too, knowing that if they get in that spot, they're going to have to execute well to advance. 4 balls down. Did have a shot at the 1, but the 6 is going to get in the way. Last ball rolling, as the saying says.
And I think that little lifting of the eyebrow by Pia, why would it be different for me? Last ball rolling always gets you.
Yeah. So she's going to have to draw on her safe play again here. She's done well throughout the course of the whole match, and particularly in the second set. If SEOA goes off the left side, the cue ball's running into the 9. If she goes off the right side, the cue ball's running towards the top right. But looks like she has an idea here. She could run the cue ball into the 9 purposely and bank the 1 to the right of the 3. Avoided the 9.
Cue ball.
Yeah, she was actually trying that ball. I was really worried about running the 9. She did clip it. But would have had something on the 2 if it went down. Good two-way there from SEOA. Almost made it, George. She's left it. Straight, though. Tough to really develop anything towards the 2 here. Best chance will be if she can run the cue ball into the short rail, but I don't think she can. Just looking at what she'll be left with if she just whirls through softly. Doesn't like it, so going to try to get a little straighter on the 2. She can try to line the cue ball up with the 8, but she won't be able to get right onto the 8.
Probably going 2 rails with the 2. Or she going right at it? Yeah, and using those 3 balls to find cover. Didn't work. Nibbled the 8 and spoiled the party.
Good shot. The 5's available to the bottom right. A little too much angle going to the left here. She can punch off the right long rail. Just has to miss the 7 off the stunning angle. Try to draw in front of it. Shot there on the rail. Gonna be left with some distance on the 7. But a chance to win the second set now for FILLER. Pretty good. Didn't get as far away from it as I thought she would. A bit of pressure on this one. She's held up well so far. Good match we have going. Both women with dominant score lines in the sets they've won.
And they both have a very tight EQ ball. Nice angle going right up for the 9 with the stun here. 10 ball over a pocket, pretty close, so. Slight danger of the side pocket coming into play, but doubtful. See if she goes forward here. Doesn't want to catch the point of the corner pocket. And this 10 ball to force that third and final set. And down it goes, and the third set we will have. Meanwhile, Jasmine Ocean is now leading 2-1 in the second set over Chihiro Kawahara. Lu Shasha is 1-0 in the second set over Wei Su Chen, but she has lost that first set. Johann is 2-0 over Muyan Hang after losing the first set. And that's what's going on in the quarterfinals here in Austria. A look at the stats. And the players on break. Eric and I will take the same little break. We'll be right back with the third and final set of this quarterfinal in the Billiards Carrinho Women's Open in St. Johann, Austria. And the players are back. The referee, your Latvian senior 8-ball champion, racking the balls. And off we go in set number 3. Third and final set. Tied at 1. On the live stats, the score line looking better. Look at the safety play from both players. 12 safety drawns by SEOA. 9 safeties drawn by FILLER. High percentage of both. And the overall performance leveling out, as it should, with a scoreline of 4-0 and 4-1. And we'll see who draws first blood here in this third and final set and gets the first game. This cue ball, will it go past the 7 ball off the rail, Eric, for the 3? Or will it bump into those balls?
I think she can go to the right long rail. Shot, but how's it going to refract? Not bad. No, too thin. Can't tell what she's trying here, George. I think she's just trying to bank it away, but kind of taking a thin angle at it. And she's going and made it. Ooh, behind the 10, though. Bit of a bad roll there.
That little nibble on the 7 cost her. Look at this, behind the 8.
Wow.
That
Only
ball
ball she
spun
could've
its way
got
right
behind
behind
the
the 8.
Yeah. Well, someone's going to have to overcome some adversity here. Not trying to kick this one in, just trying to hit the top side of it and lay the 5 in the middle of the short rail. It's always the risk
missed it
when
by
you're trying to hit
millimeters.
certain parts of the ball. Yep.
Such a small part of the ball to hit. Would she have maybe a couple of millimeters? Look how close this is. Wow.
Don't forget, if either player gets to 3, they'll be guaranteeing themselves a shootout. So every game important in the third set here. mean, let's not forget, George, a year ago, easily a year and a half ago, Pia was playing not much over a 700 level. And the matches that we're seeing her produce now are easily, close to the 750 range.
Totally agree, Eric. In fact, she still may a year and a half ago, she still may have been in the 600 range, high 600s.
Yeah, so she's improved a lot.
It'd be interesting if we could go back. Yeah, she's come up. Well, her results have improved too. She's gone deeper in the tournaments. She's had closer matches. All of the things that'll drive that far go up. And she's just a better all-around player.
Yeah, she's coming in at 724 now, but producing a lot of matches above that number.
And she draws that first blood in that first game for the all-important third and final set. And that little nibble on the 7 ball got her in trouble, but she was able to find her way back to the table with a good safety, or a good return safety. She made a good kick shot and got rewarded. Ended up with the game. And this young lady there, totally focused on the table. Good match we've had here. And after the first game of the third set, their player overall performance getting closer and closer, as is the safety efficiencies and the safeties overall. All the stats evening out with the exception of average balls pocketed.
Went for that slow cut again. Didn't get the one this time. Push scenario for SEOA. This push is going to play okay. No guarantee for Pia to get behind something here. See a problem with taking it.
She's going off the right side of the 1, trying to come down behind the 10-9-4. So she played the 1. I didn't think she could make it. I thought she was just playing safe all the way.
Yeah, good shot there.
Great shot.
I'd be a little worried that she can't run the cue ball through enough past the 6 if she tries the 2 in the top left. She could stun into the 7. That's the better play here. Good shot. She's playing well, George.
This young lady just won't be denied. As you mentioned, this is one of her highest finishes in some of these events, or higher finishes, excuse me. But she wants to cross that line. And in order to get to the semifinals and final, she has to win this match.
Wants to be straight here. I think she is. Can draw over to the longer side, back near where the cue ball is now. Test her here. Position will be built in. Just to bear down on the pocketing.
Pia has found her stride. And actually, she's never lost it in this match. She had it when she went down 4-0. It was just the superior play of SEOA that forced that score line. But now Pia with her style of superior play.
Ooh, just missed the scratch. She's got another thin one coming now.
Yeah, she cut that to the right side of the pocket. Had she cut it to the left side, she would have missed the scratch by more. This is a nice cut here.
She's got it. Good stuff from Filler. Looking to land in her first semifinal in the Pro Billiards Series in the singles division.
Pia looking very, very strong here in this match. Every part of it, because even in losing 4-0, she looked strong. The kicks were there. Just a couple, as we mentioned, I believe, Eric, especially you, that couple of bad rolls. And then the 3 foul game. The one thing I believe Pia does not have yet is a break and run so far this match. Might we see one now? Her break has, well, she's made 67% break success, with 64% of the time had a shot after the break. So looks like nothing there.
Went back to the square one here. Open the rack up a little more. Decent power. See what SEOA can do to get herself back into it. And she's under pressure now, George. One more game for Pia and she'll be guaranteed the shootout. Almost went in the corner there.
Under
Filler's been
pressure
strong on the
and
long. Go ahead, yeah.
sorry, under pressure and only 11% table time in this set. So
Yeah,
not
and
much
even the
time at the table.
majority. Yeah, and even the majority of the second set was mostly filler. So coming in cold here and going to have to produce some good pool. I think Filler's trying a two-way bank. Getting the cue ball in line with the 7. And a shot at making the 1. Is that the legs, George?
Yeah.
Not quite.
No legs to make it, but I think she found cover, which is going to force a little jump or a swerve. But it's right over the pocket, so opportunity for SEOA. Yeah, it's open all the way. She's got a full shot.
Good shot here, avoiding the 410 coming across 2 rails. 5's going to be tough. 4's in a decent spot to get the cue ball back into a window between the 7-8 for the 5. One rail back's okay here.
So pointing to the window she wants between the 7 and the 8 for a shot on the 5. And looks like she's found it perfectly.
Yeah, right where she put her tip, George. Perfect. 2 rails across now. She's got options how she wants to play the 7. Don't believe it passes the 8 into the left middle. Kind of queuing up like it does. Let's see here. Up for the corner. Still in good line. And setting up to be a very competitive third set here.
Neither lady giving up an inch. They both fighting back with all their heart. They're showing it too. And this will cut the lead in half by a game. And so we'll be breaking to tie things up at 2. She has had one break and run. That was in the first set.
Yeah, it hits them with a little more power than filler. All the way up onto her back leg, standing all the way up through the hit usually. Views there of Han Yu and Wei Su Chen. Or is it Sha Sha Liu? Pardon me. And Wei Su Chen on table 2. How are the other matches getting along, George?
Well, Jasmine Ocean and Chihiro Kawahara are now tied 1 set apiece. Jasmine was leading in that second set after dropping the first one 4-0. And then things got tied up. Jasmine won the heel game to take the set. So they're in the third and deciding set. Shasha Lu is down 3-1 in the second set. She's also lost the first set. So 1 game from elimination to Wei Su Cheng. And then Johann is 3-2 over Mu Yan Zhang. But Han is down 1 set. So things should get tied up there, or could get tied up there, to force a third and deciding set. So none of the ladies going down easy. Wei is showing her strength and winning ways. She is, I believe she's only lost 1 set in this tournament. Or actually, I believe she hasn't lost a set in this tournament. No, she hasn't.
Good break here from SEOA. 1 ball down. Could take an offensive swipe here. Position towards the 3 is going to be tough, and that's if it even passes the 5. She had a look at that. I have a feeling it does. But going to have to avoid the 4-6-8 coming back to the 3rd rail here. She's got it, George. What a shot if she doesn't end up over top of the 8. She's okay.
If this goes to a shootout, it will be Pia's 3rd shootout of this tournament. And that's a little on the unusual side. But it just tells you how hard she's been fighting to get to this spot, this point in this tournament.
Wisely laying off here. 3 might not have had a full pocket. It's actually possible the 8 ball edged her on the pocketing angle. Wasn't going to be able to get good on the 4, so it's putting Pia back in a bad spot here. Pia's going to try to kick this in.
Wow, that was close.
George. So it can play the 4 to the right middle, or even all the way around the 6. The 4 in the top left. Side pocket's okay. It's going to play better in the corner if she has it. Taking a look at that now. Looks all right. A bit of movement going to the left off the 4. So she'll be able to get in between the 7-9. Match we have going here. Still a bit of work to be done to finish off this rack. But SEOA coming back strong after some controlling play by FILLER.
Let's see if she powers this up to get back for the 7 to the same pocket, or does she roll the 7, play short side on the 7 and roll it down the long rail?
She doesn't want to, but I think she might have to.
Yeah, because the 9 could come into play. Yeah, she's doesn't want the cue ball on the rail. There we go.
SEOA's really created her something for herself in this rack. Tough opener on the 2 ball. A good safe on the 3. No chance for FILLER. Comfortably on the 9. Gonna have to accept the cut angle on the 10, but it's nice and close to the pocket.
And this 10 ball to tie things up in the 3rd set at 2. And tied at 2. 1 game is the difference between these 2 ladies after 14 games. 13 games. Neither lady giving up, both showing a lot of fight, fortitude, and pressure shooting.
Zero
Tied
missed
at
shots
2
from
here.
SEOA. 1
Wow.
from FILLER.
It's been a high-level match. Even the scoreline didn't look like it might be, you know, with 4-0 and 4-1. But, well, just take a look at the player performance here. So in set number 3 is at 909. Set number 1 was 906. FILLER at 907 in her 2nd set.
Yeah, 3 900+ sets being put up here.
Yeah, that's high level. Both ladies coming from both. But what doesn't surprise me, but what I see that really has led to some of these score lines is the safety play. 14 in the match for SEOA and 9 in the match for FILLER.
Yeah, well, there's only been one break and run, so safe's been a big part of the overall game. It's the one this time. Nothing's going to go. Decision time for FILLER here if she wants to get aggressive. It's tempting. Over top of the 5-8, though. Yeah, too tough when she's queuing over top of it, I think, but she's going over. Taking a look at the angle. Tough one there.
Oh, there's the first missed shot. That's the second for Pia, excuse me.
She's lucky that didn't go in the corner.
Yeah.
Battle on the 1 ball.
Banking the 1 ball straight down the table to the bottom rail. Oh, no, she went for the cut. Wasn't sure she could see that much ball.
And another tough roll for Pia here. Was really playing a 2-way there behind the 3-ball stack and just didn't get into the stack quite properly. And the 1s ended up in the space here. The safest breakout play is going to be the 3 onto the 8. Needs to get over. It's going to take a bunch of right spin if it's even possible to get into them now.
She wouldn't be able to hold a lot of speed there. She played safe.
Smart play. Didn't really separate them enough, but still has P in a bad spot. And if she doesn't hit this, she'll have options to break it open. Frozen perfectly in line with the 8.
I think the only thing she has available is a 2-rail kick out of the top left corner.
Looks like it. Queuing over top here. Typically you'd want a little left spin on this. Might be able to just get it on the left side of the cue ball. She's going to hit it. And she's almost gotten safe.
Oh,
She's going to be stuck up bad here. Only thing that could maybe happen is the 3 catches the point. But if she hits it at slow enough speed, she should be fine. And really just make sure she plays the 3 before the side. Shot. 5's open now.
smart play by SEOA there to open up the 5. She purposely hit it that way just to do that and maintain the cover.
Yeah, and even the decision to not get too out of control, trying to play a bunch of right spin and break it out off the first angle she had on the 3. Just kind of slowly developed it over a couple shots here. This is all Pia had. 7 might block the bottom right here. So it's got to get right down to table level to see if it goes.
Not only was that smart play by Fia, got it blocked, and I think she does, it was good execution.
Yeah, we'll have to see if she's actually blocked that pocket. So is kind of acting like she did.
Yeah, I think if it was open, she'd have shot by now.
So yeah, it is blocked, and she's going to play safe again. I don't know about this. I mean, I would favor being a little more aggressive here, but see how it plays out.
This is a jump shot all day. Pia with that air rush.
Just going to move them.
Well, now they're tied up a little better.
Yeah, back into a tied up spot now.
They're fighting hard for this game. They know how important it is. Winner of this game is guaranteed a shootout. And also the only one that will be able to win the set outright. So it's big.
She's played a nice one here. Taking away the right long rail. SEOA's safes have been strong. Not only has she gotten coverage, she's forced Pia to kick multiple rails, and Pia actually has, on many occasions, gotten out of them. Not this one, though.
Yeah, considering that SEOA has played 16 safeties drawn, and she's only drawn 6 fouls out of those 16 safeties. If I read that stat right. Oh, it's all open now.
Yeah, here comes the break and play for SEOA. Took a few innings here. Not over yet. Big pressure. Played so well that you would expect her to get through the rack here.
Yeah, this rack will guarantee her a shootout. Keep in mind, folks, that the third and final set must be hill-hill, 3-3, and it goes to a shootout. So SEOA going up 3-2 here, and then Pia coming back and winning the next game would send it to a shootout. SEOA winning the 2 games outright she would win the set 4-2. And it's going to take a big error for her not to close this game out to get to that 3 games in the third set.
Just wants an angle to come off the right long rail here on the 9. She is drawing back off the rail. She's good there. And both players showing flurries of winning multiple games at a time. So has been the one to win the last 3 here. And she'll be guaranteed a shootout now in this match. Super high level, George.
Where are we now with performance? 852 to 720. And so Pia has her work cut out for her, but she can't do anything in her chair. And SEOA is the only one with a break and run at this point. And actually the only one to have a chance at another, because Pia won't be able to get another break and run. She has to win this next game. And if she does, it's a shootout. One other stat that might help here is Pia has had 2 shootouts in her first 2 matches and won both of them. So has not. Not in this tournament, but we all remember a big one in the World 10 ball against Tkach, where she won that one.
She's got a ball down here and a shot on the 1, and again the 5-7 playing a bit of a problem. But first advantage is going to go to SEOA to close out the match. She might be forced to take the 5 in the side, George. She wants to be straight here, doesn't want to be drawing into the 8. I think she is straight enough.
Yeah, I agree, Eric. I think she will take the 5 to the side pocket because it's just a stop shot for the 6. I don't think she'll even try to touch it here. She's got to get back for the 4. And there's the angle to come back. Will it go by to the corner? No, she's looking at the side all the way.
Yeah. What a performance here by both players. Shame there has to be a loser. Let's see how she gets on this. Wants to be off the rail a bit. Could have been better, could have been worse. She's shown restraint in these spots in a few times, so she could just go behind the 7 here. I think she's gonna, by the way she's approaching it.
I think you're right, Eric. I think she is going to go there. There's a risk in missing the 5, but there's no risk in getting behind the 7. And she did play the safe.
As usual, just sticking her to other balls, and the side might be in the way of where she needs to play off the right long rail. It's kind of edged on the right side of the 7, but I don't think it's going to matter. She's going to have to go multiple rails here.
This is like the 4th or 5th safety that we've seen by SEOA that is just jam up. It's...
Yeah, the 6 is even
this is
in the
tough.
way of going 2 rails, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and the 10 blocks the 4 rail. Attempt to get to the 5.
Well, I wonder if she can come 4 rails out around the... Yeah, this is better than 4 rails. She's going to have to spin it, but chance to make contact here, set riding. I was going to say that she didn't need to draw it. She could have just played it with left. Kind of complicated it there, but I'm not blaming her. I mean, SEOA just keeps putting her in such tough spots. And this is going to be a tough one for FILLER because she played so well, but SEOA just played better. Still 5 balls to go. If SEOA does get over the line here, FILLER can draw a lot of positives from this match. Really went toe-to-toe with a world champion, and nothing saying that she couldn't have actually beat her.
Well, she still has to close it out, but the odds are way in her favor here.
So it's going to be tough to beat in this tournament.
Well, you know, she's been tough to beat in all these 10-ball. She's won, I believe she won the Alpha Las Vegas 10-ball Open. You know, 2 of the World 10-ball Championships. She's just finished so high in all 10-ball. Gosh, going back to 2019, she's got the Korean 10-ball National Championship, the same in 2021. In 2023, she did win the Las Vegas Open, the World 10-ball, the Little Monster Women's Predator Pro Series, Indonesia. Gosh, she's won every 10-ball championship.
And looking to get her hands on the title here in Austria this week. Through to the semifinals.
And I will tell you, this is the best safety play I've seen from any player. FILLER's returns were so strong, but not enough. Some of those safeties just had no way out. And SEOA goes on to go into the semifinals over Pia FILLER in a scoreline of 4-0, down 4-1, and then 4-2. Hats off to Pia FILLER. She played a great match, absolutely a great match, and just could not overcome the safety play. And join us, there's been a change to our finals day. Instead of the mixed doubles will be at 2 p.m. and the men's and women's final will both be at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. This has been George Tejea and Eric Horlifson